Diablo 2 Resurrected Season 7 has been out since May 23rd. So today is June 25th. And on a whim, I just decided to play again. Um, as you can see, I have a bunch of characters, pretty built out characters, in fact. Um, not to get too into it, but yeah, this was the character I just rolled today, and with the graciousness of the Diablo 2 community, just meeting people in public games, I managed to get this character G-rushed to level 85, Anelius, Torch, and fully geared on budget gear, uh, but all in under 10 hours, I'd say, of playtime. And despite the changes of Diablo 4 Season 4, I still think Diablo 2 is a better game. Um, I have a lot of faith and hope for the future of Diablo 4, but honestly, Diablo 2 is and probably will always be the best game of all time. Um, and yeah, I just keep coming back to it. So this is like a little insight on a little bit of luck a day and the graciousness of the Diablo 2 community can do for you. Yo, I just wanted to make a quick video. So I started this Wind Druid today. I don't know, I guess I'll tell you like a little story and then we'll go into the gear that I managed to score on day one of me playing this. It's probably a few weeks, maybe a month into this latter season, and I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4, and it was kind of getting stale. I started with a level 100 Cold Sork. This is season 4 Diablo 4, which has improved things. Very much looking forward to the future seasons, but I started with the Cold Sork, got to 100, then my guild was asking for Summoner Necros because they're so OP. I got one to like 94 um, to do the gauntlet, and then I was bored, so I wanted to make a rogue because I've always wanted to make a rogue, and got that to 97, and went Cold Sork. It was a lot of fun, but anyway, once you get to like the end, even with the fixes and item changes and all that, um, the gearing is overwhelming. I pick up even still a lot of legendaries. I just don't want to go through them. So when you haven't played when you're playing fresh character, it's a lot of fun. But when you get to the end, I guess once you're full build, you should only be looking for like the special icon items as upgrades. But either way, it's just very overwhelming to like pick up a character you haven't played in a couple weeks and then just jump in and be expected to go sift through all this gear quickly. It's very discouraging with the full inventory. So I took some time off. I was playing Project Zomboid, some other games with friends, and I don't know what possessed me to play Diablo 2 again. I play this all the time, but like haven't played it in a while, so I just decided rather than making my normal Sork and Paladin, I do a Wind Druid because they're pretty relaxed. Um, so in one day, I joined up in a Trist game. So Trist runs till 15, and I met up with a Zon in there, and I we were both at level 13, 14, and I happened to be like, "Hey, does anybody want to rush my character?" Um, it's my first time being back in a while, and graciously the Zon was like, "Yeah, sure. Let me get 15, and I'll hook you up." So he pulled the entire party through doing normal rush. And towards the very end, we had a level 40 bumper come in, and it was like, "Yo, you can use my bump if you'll do a nightmare rush for everybody." So we got the bump, went all the way to nightmare, and then a 60 joined and was like, "Yo, take my ancients and rush me through hell, and you can have my nightmare bump." So I ended up getting from that one Triss game or series of Triss games, I got all the way to level 15 and then all the way to hell. Um, then I joined some public chaos games, and there I had gotten a couple pieces of loot. We'll go over the gear. And I just picked up a 4OS long sword, and I was on the hunt for a white monarch to hole punch into dual spirit. I was just looking for anything I could get, and so started gearing a little bit in those chaos runs. I ended up joining a chaos cow game, cow chaos I think it was called. So we'd start in chaos, and then we'd go to cows, cows, and then if you see up here the terrorized zones, it said an unknown location is terrorized, which meant the secret cow level. So rather than doing chaos cows, we just did cows for the hour. And I ended up getting to 65 that way, maybe. And I ended up getting my white monarch there, as well as some other pieces of gear. Nothing too substantial dropped except for a offensive, unfortunately not combat, offensive paladin grand charm. That was kind of the highlight, but and I got my cold sunder charm because of the terrorized zone thing, which boosts cyclone here, or hurricane. So after those cow games, I went back to chaos for a little bit until I was in range. Until I was in range of Hell Ancients. Got my Hell Ancients, killed my Bale, and then I started joining Bale games until 85 actually. We have so yeah, dual res FCR repair. Just kind of selling this junk for money. Let's see what we got here. That seemed pretty good. 2 skills, FCR, energy. Versus faster hit recovery, strength, all res. I don't know. It's like a prestige thing, I think. Let's see if he'll take these for it. How many? let's offer that. So, boom. I'd be getting ripped off here, but whatever. Oh, so don't care. I've been here for a day. So anyway, yeah, little actions like that. For at least for that, sick. So little trades like that. I mean, I've been playing this character today for the better part of the day, maybe 10 hours. With all the rushing and um, Bale and or Chaos Cows Bale, um, little things like that. Like I just collected all these gems throughout the day. I mean, some of this gear is crazy. I did leech a few of them, like snagging it from the runs, which I know is not really the best manners, but you know, some water walks, dual res fast run walk. I have a dual res mid dual res 21 MF boots I found. Thing from cows. So like within a day, I mean, if you know what you're looking for, so dual spirit. Oh, 156. It's the Yalas or Jala's main. So I have to get working on my Merce. I actually have a G face and a Tall Roshes for it. I could make an Insight or what is it, Insight or Infinity for the Meditation Aura, but actually Bone Hue and Reavers would be better because I'm not teleporting yet. And then I don't really have an armor, so I just have this Atom as Will for the time being. And I've actually used Ice Blink before because it freezes targets, which isn't the worst. And yeah, so all right. Without further ado, I guess we can dig into the. So, back in the day with CD Key Diablo 2, I was playing on East, so this is like more global, I think. But people on D2R are super generous. Some guy just gave me this Hell Torch. He's like, "What? A druid? Take this shit, or take this thing." And I was like, "Oh, sick! 17, 18 torch, like for druid. All right." He just gave it to me for free. Snagged this from, I think it was during the cow, terrorized cow zone. So that was pretty cool. And then just recently, this guy Skunk, he hooked us up in a public drop game. I was the highest character in there, and he was like, "You want Ani?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I guess last weekend there was like a big spawn of D clones or something. So he just gave me a 1510. So I got a 16 and a 20 drop, and I do like these faster hit recovery ones. I traded P gems for these Tranguls. These organic dropped. He gave me Skunk also gave me this Nagel, and this one's pretty cool. Dual res FCR, some decks. The stipulation was that I dropped my other FCR rings, so I did that, and this dropped from, I think it was a Diablo kill. This as well dropped. I think this was a Bale, one of the Bale runs maybe. We just traded for that, but I'd been using the Yalas. Actually, the guy that gave me the torch gave me the Yalas, so that was really nice of him. But I guess we're going to use this now, because that's pretty sick. I've just been rocking this Sork FCR amulet. It's like really the only big piece I need to upgrade, like the biggest upgrade. And then a really low rolled spirit, so that goes up to 35. It's only 26. We got a 31 on the spirit, but it's only 140 defense. Um, so at least I have the mods on the dual spirit. So I have this is a backup to re-roll, even though this was a one of the one of these. Oh yeah, the AR. It was a superior light sword. I really want a broadsword and then respect my character, but I'm not really a big CS fan on Druid. I prefer the broadsword or longsword. And then I did have a spectral shard, which is basically like a budget whiz spike. So that's always like I always like this. So you can get a whiz spike, but uh, spirit's obviously a better choice. Somebody dropped a this wall, and B Star, my buddy Andy and I used to play. Uh, One of us would go Fanat Paladin, and one would go Fanat Zeal, and one would go Concentration Zeal. I know that's silly, but we would do back in the day. B Star was like one of the cool items. We'd shale it and just put a bunch of shales on everything and just like smack wicked fast. So found that. But yeah, in one day, I mean, not too bad. My damage, I play old school graphics. I can switch it over if you want, but that's what my damage is. My MF's pretty low, 54. It's getting a little better. I feel like 200 is a sweet spot. I don't really know what to do to improve that right now. Um, but yeah, it's just like a little overview of like one day playing in the middle of a ladder. I think we have probably 2 months left. They did add some assassin new rune words a few seasons ago, and I think the game's on just life support or or not life support, but like maintenance mode. Like it's just on maintenance mode. They're not releasing any content, at least for a while. They just did the merger, so I suspect we're not going to see any new rune words for a while. But they had been doing that for a little bit, so that's cool. So there's always a chance. Um, and yeah, I'm just gonna get that merc going. I think probably with the bone hue G phase. And also, Skunk gave me Verdungos and Goblin Toe. So, theoretically, I have a Eco Smiter right here. If I do Lay on Hands with... What's the other piece that you want? I had the Boots, but I sacrificed them. There's another piece of Lay on Hands that's... You get the 2-piece for one of the mods, but these actually aren't too bad with the Life Leech and MF for PVM. So I'm kind of piecing together like a wicked budget smiter. He was giving away not Waterwalk, was the other one? Storm Trex or whatever. They give vitality. So I didn't manage to get that, but anyway, yeah. If you guys enjoy Diablo as much as I do, hit me up in the comments or something. Maybe we can arrange something. We can exchange Discord info or something, and I can rush you, or we can play, or whatever. So hit me up. Peace.